Well, for Xavier, what I see is a year into the system, just the speed that he's playing with now, with the level of comfort he has with what we're doing. When I see him smiling, I know he's in a good space, and he really has just been enjoying this off season, working hard. He looks big and fast, and I think with T-Mac coming into the room again, it's just options. It opens things up, and it creates a little bit of balance. Where the field doesn't tilt one way or the other. So you have two guys who can make it happen outside, and that's a good thing.
The Carolina Panthers have made a ton of offseason moves, including adding some key pieces during free agency and having an amazing draft that included a move that many found surprising, unless you frequent this channel, of course, in drafting Tetairoa and McMillan with the 8th overall pick. But of course, it didn't stop there. Adding a pure speed option in Jimmy Horn Jr. from Colorado, tight end Mitchell Evans from Notre Dame, and signing former Pro Bowler Hunter Renfrow on a 1-year deal. It's safe to say Morgan and company have fully bought into building the offense in the image of their second-year head coach Dave Canales and third-year quarterback Bryce Young, who had an amazing 5 total touchdown game to end a post-benching comeback for the ages. So clearly, this training camp season is going to shape up to be amazing. One that will have a battle for ranking with the wide receiver group, and one that will feature a name that has become a source of love for so many and concern for others, Xavier Legette. Now, I for one believe that Legette has major potential in this offense and will benefit greatly from the addition of McMillan. However, his place on the depth chart and potential targets may come into question. Legette, showing blazing speed for a man his size and separation potential, did account for 7 of the Panthers receivers' 24 drops this season, including a heartbreaker that would have potentially iced the game on a late drive against the eventual Super Bowl champion Eagles. Legette did, however, have a huge catch on the same drive and many others, including climbing the ladder on the Saints on a huge 3rd down and a beautiful route to open the drive against the Kansas City Chiefs. I also think it's important to note the fact that Legette was kind of sprung into action with the departure of would-be number 1 target Deontay Johnson and showed a lot of potential for one who many thought was a project coming out of South Carolina, having but one incredible year of production. But this is the NFL, where production matters. So what should we expect from Xavier Legette this year? For one, hand improvement, something that was a major issue for Legette last season and led to a lot of would-be amazing catches turning into drops. Something that Xavier himself highlighted in a recent interview with Panther reporters.
How challenging will it be to be more of a hands catcher?
It wouldn't necessarily be challenging. I mean, that just comes with being comfortable. Really, that's what it is.
Is that a jugs machine kind of thing, or is it?
I really stuck with being confident, for real.
Yeah.
Just doing that throughout the practice.
And he's right. Confidence. Technical ability can only account for so much when it comes to playing a skilled position like wide receiver if you don't have the confidence in yourself to make the plays when they count. Confidence can be built when you spend the offseason working diligently on your craft, and can be forged in fire when the only thing certain people mention about your offseason is your affinity for horses and questionable food choices. But ultimately, confidence will show itself approved by results. Results that will either prove Legette to be a force on an up-and-coming Panther offense or a situational addition to an undeniable competition in the room. Either way, we're rooting for Legette to become the dynamic player we all hope and firmly believe that he can be. Keep pounding.